students, welcome back to our chemistry class. Today we shall discuss about NCERT solutions of textbook chapter and questions from chapter number 3, metals and non-metals. As we have already discussed the first part in the last module, here we will discuss the second part. Let us move on to the questions. Question number 9. Pratyush, a student, took sulfur powder on a spatula and heated it. He collected the gas evolved by inverting a test tube over it, as shown in figure. What will be the action of the gas on dry litmus paper, moist paper, and write a balanced chemical equation for the reaction takes place. So first of all, let us see what will be the action of gas on dry litmus paper and moist litmus paper. In dry litmus paper, no action takes place, and in moist litmus paper, it becomes red. The balanced equation for the reaction is sulfur S plus O2 gives SO2, and SO2 on reacting with H2O, it produces H2SO3, that is sulfurous acid. Let us move on to question number 10. State 2 ways to prevent the rusting of iron. Rusting of iron can be prevented by painting or by galvanizing. So two methods only asked, so we can say painting and galvanizing. Next we shall move on to the question number 11. What type of oxides are formed when non-metals combine with oxygen? So children, can you tell me what type of oxides are formed when non-metals combine with oxygen? Answer is non-metals combine with oxygen to form acidic oxides or neutral oxides. For example, acidic oxide are sulfur dioxide, where S plus O2 gives SO2, and neutral oxide as water, that is H2 plus O2 gives H2O. So hydrogen is a non-metal, sulfur is a non-metal. In sulfur case, it forms an acidic oxide SO2, whereas in case of hydrogen combines with oxygen, it produces a neutral oxide. Next we have question number 12. Give reasons. First one, platinum, gold and silver are used to make jewelry. What is the reason behind this? Let's see the answer. Platinum, gold and silver are used to make jewelry because these are malleable and ductile. These are highly resistant to corrosion. So children, they are noble metals. That is the main reason they are used to make jewelry. When they are coming in contact with any of the liquids like acids or bases, they do not react, as well as they are highly malleable as well as ductile. So they are used to make jewelry. Second one, sodium, potassium and lithium are stored under oil. Give reason. Answer is sodium, potassium and lithium are very highly reactive and catch fire when exposed to air. This is due to their low ignition temperature and high reactivity. So because of this reason only, sodium, potassium, lithium and all are kept under oil, so that they will not come in contact with air or water. Okay, let us move on to the next question. Aluminium is highly reactive metal, yet it is used to make utensils for cooking. Give reason. Aluminium forms a non-reactive layer of aluminium oxide on its surface. This layer prevents aluminium to react with other substances. That is why aluminium is used to make cooking utensils. So children, what is the reason behind aluminium? Even though it is highly reactive metal, still it is used to make utensils for cooking, because aluminium forms a non-reactive layer of aluminum oxide on its surface. This layer prevents aluminum to react with the other substances. Okay. Next we have carbonate and sulfide ores are usually converted into oxides during the process of extraction. Why? Answer is, it is easier to reduce metal oxide into free metal. So from metal oxide it becomes quite easy to reduce them into free metal. Since it is easier to obtain metals from their oxides than from their carbonates or sulfides directly, therefore the carbonates and sulfide ores are first we convert them into oxides for extracting the metals. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Question number 13. You must have seen tarnished copper vessels being cleaned with lemon or tamarind juice. Explain why these source substances are effective in cleaning the vessels. Answer is, the source substances such as lemon or tamarind juice contains acids. These acids dissolve the coating of copper oxide or basic copper carbonate present on the surface of tarnished copper vessels and makes them shining red brown again. So because of that reason only we use lemon or tamarind juice to clean the tarnished copper vessels. Okay, let us move on to the question number 14. Differentiate between metal and non-metal on the basis of their chemical properties. So on the basis of chemical properties, how metals and non-metals can be differentiated. Let us see. First point is, metals form basic oxides or amphoteric oxides, whereas non-metals form acidic or neutral oxides. Next, metals replace hydrogen from acids and form salts, whereas non-metals do not replace hydrogen from acids. Next, with chlorine, metals form chlorides which are electrovalent, whereas with chlorine, non-metals form chlorides which are covalent in nature. Electrovalent and covalent, I hope you know. Electrovalent means they form ionic compounds, covalent means they form covalent compounds. Last point, with hydrogen, few metals form hydrides which are electrovalent, whereas with hydrogen, non-metals form many stable hydrides which are covalent. So these are the main differences on the basis of chemical properties. Let us move on to question number 15. A man went door to door posing as a goldsmith. He promised to bring back the glitter of old and dull gold ornaments. An unsuspecting lady gave a set of gold bangles to him, which he dipped in a particular solution. The bangles sparkled like new, but their weight was reduced drastically. The lady was upset, but a futile argument the man beat the hasty repeat. Can you play the detective to find out the nature of the solution he has used? Answer is, the dishonest goldsmith dipped the gold bangles in aqua regia, which contains 1 part of concentrated nitric acid and 3 parts of concentrated hydrochloric acid by volume. Aqua regia dissolved a considerable amount of gold from gold bangles and hence reduced their weight drastically. The dishonest goldsmith can recover the dissolved gold from aqua regia by a suitable treatment. So children, we know that gold is a noble metal which will not dissolve in any of the normal solvents or even acids. But if you make a particular royal water, that is aqua regia, by taking into consideration of 1 part concentrated nitric acid and 3 parts of concentrated hydrochloric acid by volume, we get a particular type of solution where gold can dissolve. So this particular goldsmith used this solution to dissolve and take away the gold from that particular poor lady. So we have to be very careful. Next we shall go on to the final question, that is question number 16. Give reasons why copper is used to make hot water tanks and not steel. Steel is an alloy of iron. Answer is copper is a better conductor of heat than steel, and copper does not corrode easily, but steel corrodes easily, and copper does not react with water at any temperature, whereas iron reacts with water on heating. So these are some of the reasons why copper is used to make hot water tanks and not steel. I hope the solutions of these questions you understood clearly. We will discuss another interesting topic in the coming module. Thank you and have a nice day.